Hello twin flames and welcome to the quick 5-minute check-in for Monday. So what do we need to know today? 2 cards. So will I get my apology and the energy of the divine masculine? Wow. So will I get my apology and what's on his mind? What's he thinking about? Now, he obviously does want to apologise because that's been coming up very clearly over the last few readings. You know, saying I want to explain myself, I want to tell you how I feel, I want to explain why I've done the things I've done, said the things I've said, or not said or done these things. And you can see in the card there, you've got this shadow. So this is the shadow side of himself. This is when he thinks about all the things he's done wrong, all the ways he's hurt you. You know, he starts feeling all that regret and pain and, you know, he needs to forgive himself. So I want to bring in the Divine Masculine Distraction Oracle today. So what do we need to know? Okay, will you get your apology? And what's the energy of the masculine? So really what I'm feeling with this is the energy of the divine masculine right now is he wants to apologise. He wants to explain himself. He wants to clear the air. He wants to sort things out. That's what the energy is in. That's why these cards go together. So the energy of the divine masculine is, I'm sorry. So we've got flirting. He wants to apologise if he's flirted with other people in front of you, if he's made you feel bad. You know, if he's done it clearly to get either a reaction from you or to see if you care. And that's the ego. And he's apologising for that. He's also apologising for flirting with you and maybe offering more than he was ready to give, or if he was in another relationship and he wasn't able to follow through. And he said, ego boost searching for your spark. So remember, if he's ever flirting with anybody, he isn't doing it because he's interested. He's doing it because he's looking for that spark that he only gets with you. And his ego is being boosted by, you know, having a little ego rub, you know, thinking he's attractive and he is worthy and he is good enough. Especially if he's in a relationship and he's had his confidence, you know, really shattered in that connection. He's looking for a boost. So he's saying to you, I'm sorry, you know, if it seemed like I was interested in other people or flirting with other people when all I wanted was you. And I went through this with George. It's quite amusing to me actually because, you know, I'd done a lot of healing work with catalysts, you know, working through some of my own issues of jealousy and, you know, feeling worthy and stuff with catalysts. So when George was doing this with other people, I actually handled it very well. And I found it quite amusing. I remember I went to see Paul Young, the real Paul Young, at the theatre. And, you know, I noticed that we were on Twitter at the time. And that's how we were communicating. And I was on Twitter and he was flirting with all these women on Twitter, like having a funny conversation. And it started before I went to see the show. And then I went to see the show on my own. And I come out and went on Twitter and he was still active in this online flirting. And I just thought, whatever, you know, I was fine with it because I just thought he's doing it to either get my attention, to see if I'm actually bothered or for an ego boost. And as soon as I was all right with it, it stopped happening. And he did explain after he didn't even realise he was actually doing it. We've got indifference. He's saying to you, I'm sorry if I've been indifferent with you, acting like I don't care or like I'm busy with other things or that you don't matter to me. Wearing a false mask to protect them from getting hurt. So it's like he said, I've had to put this mask on because I was afraid of being hurt. I was afraid of being vulnerable. So acting indifferent like I don't care when I actually do is a defence mechanism. And he's apologising for that. And he wants you to know that all the times he seemed indifferent on the surface, inside he's been dying. And also he's been receiving downloads at this time too. And that's why at times he can go within and process. He's saying, I've been exploring what I love to do. So he's apologising if he's seen busy with other things. But he's had to explore things in his life. You know, if he's been busy with a hobby instead of meeting up with you, or he's made an excuse because he's had to do something else. He's saying, I've been exploring what I love. What I love is you. I've been exploring and understanding these things. And also he wants to take the time to do things right. So he's apologising for the time it's been taking to all knit together. You know, knitting is about knitting things together. You knit one, you purl one. So this is about patience. So he's saying, thank you for being patient with me. I am doing it the right way. And looking. So he's also apologising for if it seems that he's been looking at other people online or looking at other people's bodies or being interested in other people, using visual aids to satisfy a desire that's hidden deep inside. The hidden desire for you. You know, if he's looking at porn, or he's looking at someone else's picture on social media, or he's looking through TikTok at other people, or whatever it is, he's saying, all I was doing was trying to satisfy a desire that is deep within me. Because that primal desire is for you. He needs you. He wants you. And also he's letting you know that he's been looking at you online. He's also apologising for times where he may have said to you, can you send me a sexy picture? Or, can you, just send me something of you? And you're thinking, well, no, I'm not doing that because you're with someone else. It's not right. Or it feels dirty to me right now. I don't want to do that. And he's apologising if he's ever made you feel that way, that you are, just an object, or that you don't matter because of his own indifference. So he's saying, I've been using visual aids, I've been looking at you online, I've been looking at your profile to try and satisfy the desire that's hidden deep inside. So these are the things he wants to apologise for. And we've also got cars, the need for speed and satisfaction. So if he's drove away, okay, if he's been driving past your home, or if he's got a new car, or if he's been working on a car or a vehicle, you might think, oh, we had plans, but then he said his car's broke down, or he's had to work on his car, or he's been busy with his car. Because, for the masculine, even the female masculines, cars, can be very important because it's about speed and satisfaction. And he's been looking for satisfaction outside of himself when really it's all within. It's a distraction. So, the car could be, if he's been driving around, or he's been on a road trip, or, he's been out in the car, he's bought a new car, or anything that's created that feeling of speed, like buying things, doing things. So really what he's saying is, I'm sorry if I've made you feel like I don't care. I was wearing a false mask to protect myself from being hurt. And really the truth is, I love and want you. And that's what I want to explain why I've done all these things, because I am, intent on making it right. I'm taking the time to do things right. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.